Hello, welcome to yet another episode of Canada Migrates. In today's video, we will examine permanent residency in totality, its benefits, and the differences between a Canadian citizen and a permanent resident in Canada. If you're a first-time viewer, it's our pleasure to finally have you. Welcome. And if you're a returning viewer, thanks for always stopping by. Have you subscribed to our channel? If not, what are you waiting for? Please click on the subscribe button below as well as the bell icon to be alerted anytime we upload a video. Maybe you aren't clear about what it means to be a permanent resident in Canada and the benefits attached to it, or you need clarity on the similarities and differences between being a Canadian citizen and a permanent resident in Canada. Permanent residency in Canada applies to those who are not Canadian citizens but have the legal status to work, live, study, and do business in any of the Canadian provinces without any limits on their stay. As a permanent resident, you are required to live in Canada 2 years out of every 5 years period. Otherwise, you stand the risk of losing your permanent residency status. Also, being a permanent resident in Canada will not automatically make you a Canadian citizen, but it's the first step to obtaining Canadian citizenship. Also, a permanent resident in Canada is still a citizen of the country he or she immigrated to Canada from. That being said, there are various immigration pathways through which one can use in applying for a permanent residency in Canada. Examples are the family class, alternatively known as spousal sponsorship, economic immigration streams, and provision nominee program. This is only possible if you meet the eligibility requirement. If your application for permanent residency is completed, you'll be issued a permanent resident card. Holders of this card are required to renew it every 5 years. What are the benefits of being a permanent resident? Some of the benefits include: 1. You have the freedom to work, live, and do business in any part of Canada. 2. You are eligible to all Canadian social security benefits like childcare benefits, healthcare, and much more. 3. You can apply for Canadian citizenship if you are eligible. 4. You will enjoy protection under Canadian law and the Canadian Charter of Rights and Freedom. Before we proceed to the differences between a Canadian citizen and a permanent resident in Canada, if you are yet to subscribe to our channel, now will be the best time to click on the subscribe button below and turn on the bell icon to be alerted anytime we upload a video. Differences between a Canadian citizen and a permanent resident in Canada. If you are a permanent resident in Canada, you can't do the following. 1. You're not eligible to vote in federal elections. 2. You can't run for federal office. 3. You can't hold a Canadian passport. 4. You aren't entitled to jobs that need a high security clearance. A Canadian citizen can and is entitled to all of the above. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching and see you next time. Bye for now.